welcome to the Presbyterian show. Now, this is a show that affords you the opportunity to learn everything you need to know about the Presbyterian Church of Ghana in terms of the structure, in terms of the personalities within the church, in terms of the groupings within the church, the hymnology, and everything, like I said, you need to know about the church. Now, today we have a personality in our midst, a very fine gentleman who will be talking about himself as well as his role in the church as a music director. Stay tuned and don't go away. So welcome back. The show is the Presbyterian show. I have Mr. Paul Annan to discuss his life and his role in the church as a music director. Mr. Annan, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Now, let's start. You are the music director of which church?
For now, I'm not a music director for now. I'm a music director, but not for a particular church for now. But my status is a music director in the Presbyterian Church of Ghana. But for now, I do a lot of research on our policy matters.
Okay.
Yes.
So, who's a music director?
Music director, when you talk about church music, is a person who has a vast knowledge, experience, and skill, and technical know-how on church music,
okay,
and church choir administration.
Okay.
The same person, handles other music groups in the church,
okay,
like the singing band. You should have the capacity to handle all the music groups, okay, in the church. Additionally, is a liaison between the various music groups in the church and the leadership of the church through their respective reps.
Right.
Yes.
So you did all that when you were very active, right?
Exactly.
Now let's start from the very beginning. So who is Mr. Paul Annan?
Yeah, Mr. Paul Annan is also known in traditional circles as Nana Kofi Cranton II.
Okay.
A sub-chief of Buduburam.
Okay.
And it's also the head of the Gomwafete Sabakona royal family of Accra.
Okay.
Additionally, I worship with the Trinity congregation, Presbyterian congregation in Dansuman, with Reverend Niyati Dixon as the minister in charge. Again, I've been a choir master or music director for about 32 years of repute.
Okay.
In the Presbyterian Church of Ghana.
Okay.
And lastly, I'm a customs officer by profession.
Right. So let's start from the very beginning, like
Sure.
I said. So where were you born? What was your childhood like? And how did you get into music?
Yeah. I was born in Adidempo, Accra.
Okay.
Adidempo, behind the Kole Lagoon.
All right.
Yes. Close to the, there used to be some railway lines there. Our house is just in front of the railway line. I was born I'm one of the triplets, last of the triplets.
Okay.
And in total, we are 7 in number.
Okay.
Including the triplets. And I was the last among the triplets. Okay. 1 girl and 2 boys.
Okay.
So that's why I'm called Tawiah.
Okay.
They took the girl and the boy as well, the twins. And I followed. That, although we're all born on the same day. So that's in the way. So if you don't know, you hear my name, you may think I followed twins, okay, or were born on a different day from the twins. But
okay, so let's look at your school. Which school did you attend?
Yeah, I started from the Palladium Daycare Center. Okay. At Palladium, then continued at Bishop Boys Primary School at the High Street, opposite the Barclays Bank, and I just sent the Enterprise Insurance. We share what with them. Then continued at the Ebenezer Secondary School in Mamprobi. Dansuman. No, it used to be Mamprobi. Okay, it was when we were in Form 3. We were asked to, we were brought to the new site. And we, the Form 3, started at the new site before the others came to join. Then from thence, I continued at Laboni Secondary School at 6th form. And later on, went to University of Ghana to...
At Laboni Secondary School, did you pursue music?
I had never pursued music. I pursued science.
You did science?
Yes.
Okay.
The music came spontaneously. I believe I imbibed those music skills or talent from my mom, who used to be a chorister before even we were born with the Ebenezer Presbyterian congregation at Abosokai.
Okay, so both parents were Presbyterians?
No, it's only my mom. But I was the closest to, amongst my siblings, to my mom. So most of the time, maybe when we are assisting her to do household chores, washing and other things, she used to sing a lot, these hymns. So before I even joined the congregation, Trinity congregation in 1984, I knew most of their hymns already before I joined. Okay. And at a point in 1988-89, I had a call, I had a feeling something was telling me that I should join the choir.
So you joined the choir, and then by virtue of that, you grew up and became the music director of your church. Is that the case?
Exactly. You know, when I joined the choir, I was very special to the choir master. I was very, very serious.
Who was by then the choir master?
The choir master was called Mr. Emmanuel E.A. Adote.
Okay, is he alive?
He's still alive, but he's no more with the Presbyterian Church of Ghana. He's with Methodists.
Right.
Yes. For one or two reasons, he left for Methodists. I learned a lot from him. And the other district choir masters, we used to have a district choir. So then I learned a lot from them.
So yours was just learning on the job?
Learn, yes.
So then, are you saying that you learned to read the staff and the tonic solfa by joining the choir?
Surely, that's how or where I started learning it from. You know, when we are taught songs, they bring the staff and the tonic. And sometimes when I go home on my own, I try to, you know, go through why in the staff is this and the tonic is this. I went through on my own, and after some time, I started understanding, deciphering the difference. So
then, how do you deal with somebody? Let's say I join your choir.
Yeah.
I cannot interpret your tonic solfa, but you want me to sing using tonic solfa. How would you go about it?
There's something that we call spoon feeding.
Okay.
You run this solfa with a person. Run the solfa maybe do re mi la la la. Run the solfa for about 3-4 times.
Okay.
And he also try to do the same thing.
Okay.
Then later, if you realize that he's been able to grasp that phrase, or then you put in the text.
Yeah, but the point is that by joining the choir, I want to learn to sing. I'm not coming to learn stuff or tonic solfa. So aren't you just wasting my time by teaching me to sing?
You see, in music or the choir, is the music, that's the song. It's when you understand it, or you know the surface. It makes you to sing very effectively. In fact, either two we can spoon feed. We can spoon feed the person without even using. We just sing it straight into your ears. But in a choir, we sing to what? Written music.
Okay. You know what? We'll take a quick break. Yeah. When we come back, you're going to take me through the tonic solfa and make sure I understand it.
Exactly.
Just like the way your typical chorister would understand the song you're teaching. So viewers, we're here with Mr. Annan. We're taking a break. When we come back, he's going to teach me how to read the tonic solfa. We'll be right back.
This is a voice sampled for Ed Music Studio. As part of our strategy to meet the vocal requirements of our most cherished clients, we have sampled different voice clips to aid clients appreciate the clarity of our voices and our delivery styles. Check out our other voice samples and pick what suits your brand the most. You can reach us for your jingles and voiceovers on 0244-207-397 or 0271-223-444 or 0302-327-039. Thank you for listening.
Right, so we're back. It is still the Presbyterian show, and we're here with Mr. Paul Annan, who happens to be a family head. What did you say the title was?
Yeah, it's not. I'm playing a dual role.
Okay.
A family, the head of the royal family in Accra.
Okay.
And the traditional chief as well.
Okay, that's fine. All right. So let's start with your approach, your modus. How do you teach me to read the tonic solfa, to be able to sing the song that you want to teach me?
Yeah, when we, for instance, if we should take a song like this entitled Nyametiase, because I can easily go through, sing, I will spoon feed you.
Okay.
We can go straight away without even using the tonic stuff. Some people learn by, even the organ playing. A number of people don't use, they play by ear.
Okay.
We have playing by written music and playing by ear.
Okay.
And singing to or learning how to, sing to is the same thing.
Right.
Yeah. So, for instance, this one is written by Sechbedu. It's a 6/8 rhythm. So,
what do you mean by 6/8 rhythm?
6/8 rhythm means, the 6. The 8, first and foremost, the 8 tells you the type of notes that are in the a bar or a measure.
Right.
Then the 6 tells you that there are 6 of that notes per bar. Every bar or measure, there are 6 notes of 6 of the quaver, the type of note.
Right.
So, and when you start, I'll tell you that, I'll let you understand that for every bar, the rhythm goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But the rhythm depends on the way they have placed the various notes in each of the bar.
Okay.
That's
right.
what's determined. So, for instance, this one, you sing then,
Myself.
yes.
Oh,
bass.
bass.
Oh, what do you do di di re, mi fa re di da to si. Any gisem kesi noti dem yi. This is what the one I've done. We all do it a number of times.
Okay.
And if you see, maybe after the 4th one, you also pick the same thing. Any gisem kesi noti dem yi.
Let's. So this will be after we have gone through the tonic sulfur, right?
No. For instance, if you want to spoon feed the person.
But what's the best approach?
The best approach is to use the sulfur.
Okay.
Sulfur, when you use it, you never forget. You see, a lot of people sing without singing the right notes. A lot of the song, because sulfurs were not used in teaching them. In fact, during our days, about 30 years ago, when they bring anthems, classical anthems, of about 15 pages, we learn the sulfurs by heart.
Right.
Before they start putting
to memorize it by heart.
Yes, you should know it by heart. Our days. By this time, I think the time is no more there like we used to have. That luxury of time that we had.
Right.
This time is no more. So in the other two, move. Sometimes you have to spoon feed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were teaching me the song.
Yeah. So like I said. And when we are singing too, in my choir, when you come, you don't tell me where you sing. I'll listen to you and put you at the right part. So, and the way to sing too, there's a way to sing. We have the speaking voice and the singing voice. The singing voice,
you mean there's a speaking voice and the singing voice.
The speaking voice, you are speaking for your mouth.
Okay.
But the singing voice, you sing in the voice box. We call it the larynx.
Okay.
There are 2 vocal cords there, so you sing across the vocal cords, they vibrate. That's what produces the sound. So that's the right way of singing. And when you sing that way, in fact, the sound that's our producer and you can also control the song very well. Like do di di re. Somebody will say do di di re. No, do di di re. And if you want to vibrate, it comes naturally when you irrespective of the parts you are playing. The secret is, when you are singing with the right technique, the vibratos, it comes naturally. You don't force yourself. So, for instance, this one, you run this line, this phrase, for a number of times. I believe after the 4th or 5th time, you grasp it. Right. Then when I realize that you are not okay with it, we go to the next one. I think the same notes. You understand? That's how. So we go on, phrase by phrase or line by line, or we call in the hymns we call it verse by verse.
Oh, okay.
Every line in hymn, maybe we have 4 stanzas. Some people say 4 verses. It's wrong. Maybe 4 different stanzas. Every line, you see a comma, is a verse of the.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yes. So
the whole pack, let's say if it's Mondanya Miyaseda,
yeah.
When you end Oh, so many That's a stanza.
That's a stanza.
Oh, okay.
First stanza, stanza 1. You go to stanza 2. And the various texts in them are the what? Verses.
Right.
Yes. So maybe you will go through the verses like that in the hymns as well. I know the software already, or the music. I'll just put it in my words, and just if I want to spoon feed you, spoon feeding is what, not using the notes, but it's best to use what? The notes. Some people tell me, some of my choristers that I trained about 20, 30 years, they told me that all the songs I taught them, they've never been able to what? Forget about, and they sing their parts very well.
I see you love what you do.
So much passion for
it.
it.
Yeah, what drives that passion?
I think, like I said from the beginning, it was a calling. Mine was a calling. And because it was a calling, sometimes it's divinely, it comes naturally. Sometimes when I was even bathing, I was thinking about some concepts. Realized that the answers come naturally. Mine, it's more or less, it's more of a what? Calling.
A calling, okay.
So that passion was there.
You get paid to be a music director?
Yeah, they give us some allowance. Me, in fact, they can't pay me. Can't pay. So, for instance, as I'm speaking now, I help a congregation in my district called the Christ Congregation, Petroleum. The area is Petroleum. Yeah, I've been with them for over a year. I go there. We go for rehearsals once a week. I've been with them we've left several songs, and I've never asked.
Yeah, but you're saying that they cannot pay you.
Yeah.
But ideally, do you think that a music director should be paid a salary?
Yeah, you see, in certain jurisdictions, especially the charismatics, I think they're on salaries.
Okay.
They are on they pay their these statutory SNITs. They pay all those things to them, and you see, because they understand and they appreciate the work of the musician. Christianity itself is a music religion.
Right.
So those who really understand it from that standpoint, they don't joke with the musicians.
Okay.
And when you go to Europe, it's your expertise that determines your income capacity.
So I say that on this part of the world, we do not value
at all. For instance, maybe an organist, there could be a church of about 1,000 members. It's only one person who can play the organ. And out there, that's what determines you. When you leave, nobody plays again. And because they understand the fact that music, Christianity is a music religion. Music as a tool for evangelism is even more powerful than preaching.
So are you advocating that
they should and must be paid appropriately?
The music director, the organist, who else?
I think the teachers of the various groups, maybe the singing band master,
should all be paid.
Yeah, they should be paid.
What about the members, those who sing? Because without the singers, you don't have the choir.
Yeah, it has not been our policy. But when you go elsewhere, I quite remember TB Joshua, those times his choir, and certain choirs, I think the choristers are giving some allowances.
Yes.
As a source of, to inspire them. You see, when you give them, they try to more dedicated. It's not easy. This time we don't have the, coming to practice, choir practice. It's not been easy for us.
Okay.
Choir masters, the problem they face is that sometimes you don't get the full complement. Today, this group will come. Another time, another group will come. So it doesn't make us progress in the learning of our songs.
Right. So we'll get to the challenges that you face as a director of music in your church. But I'm still curious, I'm still interested in your advocacy that the music director, the choir master, the director, the organist should all be paid. But should it be a full-time?
Yes, it depends. It depends on the need or the needs of the congregation. Know that a congregation like the Carnation congregation has a full-time choir master, a self-affin.
Okay.
He's been provided with an office because they needed him. It depends on the needs of that congregation. It's a very big congregation, and because of that, I believe that's why they've hired the service of a music director on a full-time basis.
All right, to teach.
Currently, Church of Resurrection congregation, Makola. Currently, I know they are also looking for a full-time, director.
Okay, have you applied for it?
Oh no, for me, for now, I don't have my work and my chieftaincy, works and that will not permit me to have enough time.
We'll get to your day job pretty soon.
Okay.
And so let's come to the hymnals that you teach the choir as well as the congregation. What are the challenges that you face in teaching the choir or the congregation the hymnals?
The challenges?
Yes.
It's normally the choir that we teach.
Okay. You don't teach the congregation?
It's the choir first.
The choir first, okay.
And we teach the choir to lead the congregation. You will not have the time to be teaching that, but I quite remember there were times they set aside one Sunday, about 20 minutes in our congregation, Trinity congregation, when the previous ministers in charge like Butchwi and others were there. I would come and stand in front of the whole church with a mic, select one hymn that I know they normally sing wrongly, and I'll take them through. Give me
an example of a song that is sung wrongly.
A song like the PH, Presbyterian hymn 603.
Okay.
That's in the Twi version. Asembiara mekano.
Okay.
Adibiara meye. Normally we sing it very technically.
Asembiara mekano. Is it that one?
Yes.
Okay. And you're saying it's wrong?
It's totally wrong.
How?
In composing our local language, so our local languages are tonal.
Okay.
And therefore, there is a rule when we are composing. It says that the melody, that's the soprano part, which carries the meaning of the song, should follow the spoken language by way of what? Melodic contour. Melodic contour is like tonation and rhythm. And you realize that song, Asembiara, when we are speaking, we say what? Asembiara mekano. And yet Asembiara no. It's that biara is what? 2 syllabic. Really? Syllable is what? Biara. When you are speaking, asem biara. It's not biara.
Yeah, but we've been singing it for the past God knows when.
It's totally wrong. In fact, I've been trying to change it on our Choir Masters platform.
So then how is it supposed to be sung?
It's supposed to go this way. Asem biara mekana. So asem biara mekana. That the previous one that we sang is thrown away, because we wrongly extrapolate the biara into 3 syllables instead of 2. So we are forced to throw away that word, and it doesn't bring the meaning of the song. And adi biara meye. So asem biara mekano, adi biara me. That's the way the lyrics are.
Interesting. Because
yes,
that's
the technical.
Really
yes. So when we are singing, where is the in that text? You throw it away because you did the biara 3 syllables instead of 2. So you are forced to throw away that important word You understand? So this time it's supposed to have been asembiara like the way it is spoken. Asembiara mekano, adi biara meye. Formerly we were saying asembiara mekano. You have turned out adi biara meye. Totally wrong. Totally wrong.
So
Interesting. So tell me, which of the hymns do you appreciate so much in the Presby hymns?
Yeah, that one, the account, that was very difficult for a lot. Oh, Jesu Christo, it's a prayer song. And I'm saying it's a prayer song because I think I need to also talk on this. What makes a song a prayer song? Yeah. Yes. When the text or the lyrics is maybe conferring or pleading with God for something. God, Christ, and the word Holy Spirit. Okay. These are the three people that, when a song is calling them for any assistance or anything, it becomes a prayer. And in those songs or those hymns, especially hymns, we are supposed to end with what? Amen. Okay. It's just like when we are praying, the normal prayers, we don't pray without ending with what? It's no different from the what? Music. You realize some of the Methodist hymns, and a lot more ends with what? Amen. Okay. Amen, because they are prayer what? Songs. Okay. So, this one, for instance, oh, Jesu Christo kwemowo, chu omumo. You are asking God to what? Take care of us. He should send his what? Holy Spirit to take care of us. Okay. It's a fully prayer song. Oh, Jesu Christo kwemowo.
Oh, Jesu Christo kwemowo. Chu omumo kro wono. Wawo Yehojo mo ewo. Yehono kwale beleno. Imo dani wo. Sambo wo chikeje momu.
In fact, I'm not naturally a bass singer, but I've been blessed with all voices. All the parts. Yes. Okay. So sometimes I do a cappellas and other things because I have all voices.
That's very remarkable. Now let's go to your day job. You're saying you are a customs officer. Yes. Okay. What exactly is your designation at the customs? I'm an
ARO.
What's that?
Stamp Revenue Officer. Okay. And I'm attached to the Accra collection. That's at Jamestown. Okay. We have an office. It's the office that is in charge of all the bonded warehouses and the free zones companies throughout the whole of Accra.
Yeah, but with your background in music, I would have thought that you would be part of the customs band or the customs choir or something. Yeah. You are doing something different.
Yeah, I think when in 95, 96, I formed when I was at the head office. I formed a customs choir. Oh, okay. I formed it at the time until I was transferred to Tema Harbour, and I left the others to took over. And that time that I was handling the customs choir, I was also additionally handling the National Lottery choir. You know, they were a stone's throw to us. So they also came for me too. I was with them for about 3 years. Oh, okay. Until I went to Tema. And when I got to Tema, the Gapua choir too, pushed me because we know ourselves. As, we attend the same programs at our center, especially the Baku Thompson Music Festival, where all these choirs come. So we know ourselves. They familiarize us.
So then, how do you juggle being a customs officer, being a weku, at the same time being teaching music? How do you juggle and be the family man? I suppose.
Exactly.
How do you juggle all that?
It's all a matter of planning. You have to plan your day very well. So on my phone, I have a space that I put everything that I need to do over there. And when I was at the head office some years ago, when I was employed, they knew me to be whenever I had a leisure time, like a break time. you see me transcribing. That's what they know me for. You see transcribing from staff to what? Tonic and other, and print. Maybe it's only the staff we have. So I need to transcribe it.
So then why would you dedicate your regular 8 to 5 job to music when you're not supposed to be doing music?
8 to 5?
Yes.
8?
Your 8 to 5, right? Your regular job?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying at my leisure time.
Okay, leisure time.
During
okay.
break times.
Break time, okay.
Yeah.
Is it difficult being a music director of a church, specifically the Presbyterian church? Is it difficult assignment?
Yeah, it's very difficult. It's should I say very difficult? You see, our problem or challenge had to do with our constitution.
You mean the church or the choir?
Presbyterian Church of Ghana? You know, the church operates, you know, with what the constitution says is what it is. So in fact, the provisions in the constitution is uncharacteristic of a choir. You know, the choir is a technical group,
right?
Especially the choir master is both the administrative and the technical head. The president at the local doesn't have anything role to play. You know, we have been appointed by the appointing authority, the session.
Okay.
And we report directly to them.
Okay.
About 95% of our job had to do with what? Learning of songs and performance.
Right.
The administration is all about maybe paying of dues, and it takes about minimal, very insignificant. And we all know that choir is a technical group. And the constitution is saying a chorister who is the president should be the leader of the choir. It doesn't happen anywhere, like the Methodists, no.
Oh, okay.
So right now, in most of a number of the congregations I know, there has always been what? A friction between the choir master and the presidents. Because you have to put two masters in a ship.
Right.
For instance, I use myself as an example. I've been a choir master for 32 years. Prior to that, I was in the YPG. I held various positions. We are very, administratively very, very, good. I've been a choir master for 32 years. Somebody comes into the choir 3 years ago, doesn't even know his level, they have elected him as the president. Are you saying I should sit down for him to lord over me? He doesn't even know anything about it.
But I want to believe that a person is coming in to handle a specific aspect of the choir management.
You see, like I told you, the choir management, it takes so, minimal. Every choir master, well-trained choir master, already knows administration. For instance, we have a lot of choir masters who have, they went to the universities, Winneba, Cape Vast, to read music. And administration is part of their training.
Right.
So, and for instance, the person that you have, elected as president, what does he do? What is his function? Administrative is almost minimal or non-existent.
Okay, so
that the choir master can equally.
So if you had your own way, the music director should double as
exactly, just like in Methodist to
the choir,
to reduce the to do away with the conflicts.
So that means that your issue has to do with governance structure.
So
that.
Quickly, about 3 years ago, I did the research on the choirs union constitution. I wrote a paper, or is it a petition or a paper, to the General Assembly. Addressed it to the clan. By then it was Reverend Chamibio. It was about to go out of office because that time they were about to attend synod. So then the corporate moderator and the clerk, he promised me that when he goes out of the next person who will come will handle it. And really, I sent 2 issues, but with the choir is my major, challenge.
Let's look at the enthusiasm of being a chorister. Okay, do you have people desirous of becoming choristers?
You see, now it's very difficult. I think people rather are desirous to go to the contemporaries.
Okay.
And I can assure you, the contemporaries to have very good, singers. The choir is no, I think it's no more that attractive.
Why is that so?
To the youth. Formerly, it used to be the strict, instructions of trying to always be in the uniform. And the youth wouldn't want to always be. They want to have a change of, costume. But now I think they've relaxed it a bit to attract the youth into the choir.
But every Sunday you are still wearing your gowns, right?
The gowns, yes, it's a uniform. I think the gowns is just like, you see, the choirs normally lead the clergy in all that, whether it's wedding, whether it's recession or processioning, possessing or recessing out of old. We are in front of them. So you see the way they are costumed, and that's why we also have rules.
Okay.
So that we don't dress anyhow to wrongly attract somebody. We need to dress modestly.
Are you suggesting that without the choir, the minister of the church cannot start service?
Yeah, the choir has a role. It may do it, but you realize that there are something missing. When we enter, it's the choir. Our church is the choir that leads in singing. Like I told you, it's Christianity is a music, religion. The choir needs to, perform an introit. There are roles to play.
What is introit?
Introit is to, prepare the whole church,
right,
for the service.
For the service.
So they normally sing that. Maybe they select a hymn or maybe a short song.
Okay.
That's they sing to prepare the reverend minister and other congregants for the day's service.
Right.
Yes, and other roles. Without the choir, like I said, it's a choir. The church is a music, and there's a choir that leads. So without the choir, it would be very, very, unattractive.
Okay.
You see, everything will be very dull.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So let's take a break. When we come back, we'll be looking at your future as a music director or as a former music director. Let's look at your future. Folks, we still have Mr. Paul Annan in the studio, and he's enlightened me in a number of ways, especially in the kind of songs that we sing, and the errors that we make, especially the song that he just sang. So we'll take a break, we'll come back, and we'll look at what Mr. Annan has in terms of his future for the Presbyterian Church of Ghana. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Presbyterian Show. We still have Mr. Annan in the studio talking about his life, his role as a music director, his day job as a customs officer, and a number of interesting things he's talking about. Now, let's look at your future as a music director. What plans do you have for the future?
Yeah, I think what I have in mind is to become a resource person.
Okay.
To be training the various presbyteries. Already I've been to Dagbetongu. About a month and a half ago. I partnered Reverend Annan.
Okay.
And we had a training program for the Ghana Presbytery music directors. So I think that's what I have in mind because of my and my kind of knowledge I have.
Right.
I would want to do that in the future.
But are you open to being engaged again as a music director of any church?
No, not necessarily, because I believe in training the trainer.
Okay.
I believe in having more interactions with the workshops. You train the directors or the choir masters.
Right. So this show is on PCG TV, which is a global TV station. Are you suggesting that if somebody is watching you from, say, Washington or Chicago and wants to engage you as a music director, you would be turned down?
Oh, it depends on the various factors.
Okay.
Yes, it would depend, but we have to negotiate first. But in fact, when the chance avails itself, maybe I'll look at it, and if there's the need for me to.
Okay, so when you get to the bridge, you cross it.
We'll cross it. But eventually, I want to be a consultant.
Okay. Tell me about it.
Consultant to the General Assembly on music matters, choral matters or choir matters. I've done a lot. I've already done a lot for the Presbyterian Church of Ghana when it comes to these choir issues. Choir management, and so in fact, I would want to.
So if somebody wants to reach you, what's your contact? Are you on social media?
No, I think social media. Yes, I'm on Facebook.
So what's your handle on Facebook?
My handle.
Your handle, as in here.
Yeah, when you just type Paul Annan, yes.
Okay.
Paul Annan, that's the name I used on Facebook, and I also have some works that I've done on the YouTube.
Okay.
A number of cappellas and some to no cappellas. I played and sang some of the hymns and whatever.
Oh, you play as well?
I play as well, but I'm a choir master, organist, not organist choir master. You know, I was choir master first and later learned the organ. But there are others who learned the organ. But because of the scarcity of choir masters at their various congregations, they try to also teach. You understand? But I'm purely a choir master.
So then, who's a conductor? What do they do as a conductor?
Yeah, conductors play a very important role. You see, during every performance, the conductor is the lead. He does everything. The organist needs to what? Look at him. He will set out the tempo, and the other dynamics where it's supposed to come down, when there's supposed to be what, he does everything. He is in charge actually during performances. He brings through his conducting, brings the mind of the composer of the song that we are singing by ensuring that all the dynamics are adhered to. You see, when he does that well, people understand that your listeners or your audience will understand the song what better. So in a typical choir situation, you have the organist, you have the conductor, yes,
you have the choir master.
The choir masters are normally the conductors.
Oh, okay, yes. That's fine, all right. So you were telling me about your presence on social media. You said you are on Facebook as Paul Annan.
Paul Annan.
Are you on TikTok?
TikTok,
You're on TikTok, and as well as YouTube.
YouTube.
Okay, that's fine.
YouTube.
But what's your contact, just in case somebody wants to get in touch with you?
Okay, my contact is 020 451 7366.
7366.
And
go over it again.
020 451 7366. That's the Voda. Now it's what is we are no more using the Voda. Tessel. Then the MTN is 0244 272147.
Okay.
272147. In fact, any choir that is having challenges and they need somebody to come and reorganize the choir, I'll always be at their service. I'm very much available for that.
Right. So, folks, Mr. Annan's number is displayed on the screen for you to see. If you need the services to assist you with your choir, to help you with your choir management, your choir reorganization and all that, you can always reach him on that number. The show has been the Presbyterian Show. This show, like I said initially, is a show that would introduce you to everything Presbyterian in terms of our hymns, in terms of the personalities in the church, in terms of the groupings in the church, in terms of the ministers of the church, your favorite ministers. I'm sure you want to know how some big ministers became what they are today in terms of their growing up. And we assure you that we'll bring some of these personalities to this show for you to get to know who they are exactly. Thank you very much for watching the show. I'm so grateful to you. I'm grateful to you, Mr. Annan, for being our guest on this very maiden show of the Presbyterian Show. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you too.
Thank you very much. Folks, thanks for watching. See you another time. Bye-bye.